Turned my ringer off. Ooh, I'm glad I thought of that.
Yeah.
That's got a loud.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Easter. I gotcha. You are alive. You are paying attention. It's Easter every Sunday. That's why we celebrate on Sundays, because Jesus is alive. He is risen. So I need you guys to rise up with me. Stand up. We're going to start with a really cool song and sing about the resurrection of Jesus Christ in our lives.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I was buried beneath my shame. Who could carry that kind of weight? It was my doom till I met you. I was breathing but not alive. All my failures I tried to hide. It was my turn till I met you. You called my name and I ran out of that grave. Out of the darkness into your glorious day. You called my name and I ran out of that grave. Out of the darkness into your glorious day. Now your mercy has saved my soul. Now your freedom is all that I know. The old's made new. Jesus, when I met you, you called my name and I ran out of that grave. Out of the darkness into your glorious day. You called my name and I ran out of that grave. Out of the darkness into your glorious day. Needed rescue, my sin was heavy. The chains break at the weight of your glory. I needed shelter, I was an orphan. Now you call me a citizen of heaven. When I was broken, you were my healer. Now your love is the air that I'm breathing. I have a future, my eyes are open because you called my name. I ran out of that grave. Out of the darkness into your glorious day. You called my name and I ran out of that grave. Out of the darkness into your glorious day. You called my name and I ran out of that grave.
Hey, that'll make you want to run, right? So wherever you feel like running, feel free. But otherwise, you could be seated. Man, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. You guys online this morning. Dan, that did feel like Easter. Thank you. It felt like Easter Sunday morning. But 1 Corinthians 13:8 says, love never, do you know it? Love never fails. Love never fails. So today today is our reaffirmation of Marriage Day. And I always say this, like those of you who are single and stuff, you hear this morning like, oh, marriage, I'm out, either gone or zoned out. No, this is for everybody today. So remain in the house. But I do want to say to you guys that are married this morning, maybe you're new with this. By the way, if you're new with this morning, thank you so much. You guys online as well. Be sure to go out that door when you leave. We want to say thank you for being here with us. If you've never got one of our gifts, make sure you go out that way this morning. But we planned on today as a reaffirmation. I'm going to preach on covenant marriage, what marriage is about, some things about marriage. And at the end of the service, we've got a covenant reaffirmation that those who want to, and maybe like you're here first time today or whatever, and you're like, well, I didn't know about that. That's cool. It's no pressure on anybody, just those that want to. But I've got Bob in-house. You guys online, if you go to our website, friendshipwesleyan.com, and right on the front of the page is a button for you to click, and it goes right to this reaffirmation of faith. Isn't that cool? So we've got it online as well. But Bob is in the house. If you're married this morning and you'd like to look at that certificate, potentially sign at the end, if you lift your hands up, you don't have one yet, Bob will make sure that you get one of those. Bob, watch around, see the hands, and so that I can move on with announcements. So slip your hand up, Bob. Just walk around, look for the hand. And once again, you guys online this morning, make sure that you just click on that button on our website. I'm not sure how you could probably print it out. IT team, can you print that certificate out? You probably can, can't you? So like at home, you could print that out right now and have it ready towards the end of the service. So you have plenty of time for that. So Mother's Day is that 2 weeks from today? I think it is. So we have some really cool stuff planned for Mother's Day. Want to encourage you to invite and come and be a part of that. By the way, our announcements are online. You can check this bulletin out online. We have them in-house for you guys going in and out these doors. The bulletin inserts are there. So we got Mother's Day coming up. May 17th, we have our congregational meeting, and I wanted to speak into that for just a moment because I'm excited about this year. Like, I know, like, we're post-pandemic, right? And everybody's like, yay, right? Glad we're past that. But I really feel this year that in the things that we have to celebrate at our yearly congregational meeting, I'm just excited. And members are expected, but everybody's invited. So please come out. We want you to hear about the things that are happening at Friendship Wesleyan Church. We're going to talk about our mission and vision. At Friendship Wesleyan Church, it's expressed like this: transformed lives, powerful people, passion for Christ, compassion for others. Okay? Transform lives, powerful people. Say that with me. Transform lives, powerful people, and then passion for Christ, compassion for others. But at our congregational meeting, we're going to expand on that and share that. We're going to have a presentation of what God is doing at Friendship Wesleyan Church, the Transform Lives. Right now, I'm calling it This Is Us. And how God is transforming and changing lives through the ministry of Friendship Wesleyan Church. We're going to have an evaluation of present ministry. What's next? What does God want us to do? We got some big changes coming. Our bookkeeping and stuff like that, we're making major changes we want to tell you about. Man, when I said celebrate, God's provision and then how God has touched hearts in a couple of situations will blow you away. And we're going to give final reports on a couple of commitments, donations that have been made to Friendship Wesleyan Church. One of them in the form of an estate inheritance. Our administrative board is working with that. They're going to tell you all the details and everything at our congregational meeting. So grateful for that donor and that person who's a part of the Vision Friendship Wesleyan Church. and we'll be sharing about that. Another, and this is so cool, we've a commitment to the building of an outside pavilion, donation of an outside pavilion. Some of our highest attended services are outside. I don't know if you knew that. We had outside services before the pandemic, okay? and had good attendance at our outside services. Previous to this, our worship team and stuff, we were talking about having more outside services. And so this donation is going to make it just a really cool opportunity to lean into that mission and ministry. Our building and grounds has been in contact with the builder, the code inspectors, the health department, everything for location, position. Talk to the building and grounds. They know all about that outside pavilion. They're excited, and they can fill you in with details if you have any questions. The administrative board is working with the estate inheritance that we're receiving. And I could stand up here all morning, right? But that would be congregational meeting. We're not going to do that. So talk to our leaders about those things that are happening in Friendship Wesleyan Church. And then the outside pavilion, we may even have drawings and stuff before or at congregational meetings. So, and we want you to be a part of the excitement and the celebration. But ask questions of our leaders. They can tell you all about that. So now this is more administrative because we have to do administration at our congregational meeting. And those of you who aren't members, you're like, now you can zone out. Yeah, you could really, unless, you're interested in business stuff. But the Wesleyan Church, the general church, has made significant changes to our administration and the way we do stuff. This little packet is out on the table that gives a short list of the things that have changed. There's two things in particular at our local church conference that is changing, dealing with both the budget and with the nominating committee. That's on page 4 here. So grab one of these and check it out and inform yourself before we get there, okay? And you can talk to the administrative board. Their pictures, these teams I'm talking about, their pictures are on the board in the hallway, okay? So you go look at those pictures, find out who they are, and talk to somebody. The administrative board knows all about these changes and can help you and answer your questions about that. There's also a tentative budget on the table out in the foyer. Next week we'll have the nominations out there. The nominating committee is doing its work. If you have questions of the nominating committee or you have suggested nominations, please talk to them and let them know. We'll finish up our work this next week and have that information out for you. That's the business part of it, right? But it still kind of sounds exciting, right? So you're like business, and it sounds kind of exciting, and I agree with you. But once again, we're so excited, grateful for how the Holy Spirit has touched people's hearts to make donations to Friendship Wesleyan Church and be a part of the vision and everything else of what's going on. So please come to the congregation meeting, 6:30. The team was talking about sloppy joes or hot dogs or something for you guys that have to work. And then come running here. There'll be something. So be 15 minutes early or so, and there'll be something here for you. But and I think that's everything. Like I said, you can check out the announcements online and on sheet of paper. As far as giving, your tithes and offerings, you can give online at friendshipwesleyan.com, Facebook, and you can also in-house the boxes, bank and debit card reader out in the foyer. Praise team, it's all yours. Thank you.
Lord, I spoke a word, you were singing over me. You have been so good to me. Before I took a breath, you breathed your life in me. so kind to me. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves the 99. I couldn't earn it, I don't deserve it, still you give yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. I was your foe, still your love fought for me. You have been so, so good to me. I felt no worth, you paid it all for me. You have been so, so kind to me. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves a 99. I couldn't earn it, I don't deserve it, still you gave yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. No shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. No wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. No shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. No wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. Shadow you will light up, mountain you will climb up, coming after me. The wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. No shadow you will light up, mountain you will climb up, coming after me. No wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves a 99. I couldn't earn it, I don't deserve it, still you gave yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Will you stand with us as we continue to worship our Heavenly Father this morning for His great love in our lives?